So Feint versus Swift, this is actually should be a very close matchup. Pretty hard to predict in my opinion because the teams are so closely matched. Um, Feint Gaming, obviously 4th place last season. They've retained half of that roster, including May on Medic, Sandblast on Scout, and Campy on Demo. That's kind of the core of the team, and probably, honestly, the best of the 3 from last season. They've brought on 3 new players, which are Laz on Roamer, Tambo on Pocket, and Yite on Scout. I would say they've made an upgrade in general there. Used to be Phelps and Ranga and Evil Mr. Muffins. Habib might be joining me, by the way, unfortunately. So they've made an upgrade, if you ask me. I think Yite is a more powerful flank scout. Hello, I'm talking about the Feint Gaming roster here.
Yeah.
So I would say they made a roster upgrade. What do you think? Do you think they upgraded, or do you think it was a side grade, or what?
The Feint Gaming roster?
Yeah.
I think let me see. Well, sorry. Who's their second scout that they picked up again?
Yite.
Yite, right? Yeah. I think he's definitely an upgrade over Phillips. I think like he has like better DM and similar decision making, I'd say. But I think Yite, like, he has like the capability to kind of bring a lot more impact, I guess, and more like damage output overall. But if he if Yite doesn't like take it seriously, or like if he like, I feel like with him it's more of like a seriousness kind of situation where he needs to just like.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there was honestly just a there's a thing with certain teams like N2L or No Mercy where it's like you put too many people on one team that don't try or like to fuck around, and it creates just an environment where even if they're good players, they won't play at their best.
Yeah.
I feel like removing all those players from that environment and putting them with actual people who want to try and like are up and coming players, that's kind of the key to unlocking their true potential. And I think that might be what you're gonna get out of Yite from Feint Gaming, because they're more of a serious team, I'd say. They're trying to make waves. You know, they're not just gonna be happy with
like
rolling over in bottom playoffs. They're gonna try their whole way. So I think it's a good fit for him, and I think the only change that I think we're still waiting to see how it plays out is Tambo. I think Laz is a good roamer, probably better than Ringo was, and but Tambo is kind of unproven. I think it's his first season ever playing Invite. From the scrims I've seen, he likes to play pretty aggressive. Like he'll bomb in deep and be right there with Laz. So that kind of works well for Feint style, just because they like to like heal Campy and Sandblast a lot. I think that's kind of their best strat. So Feint Gaming in general, they rely a lot on the Sandblast Ubers. He just kind of like just holds W.
Exactly.
Kind of similar, I guess, to what a lot of teams are doing. So it's just kind of following that trend, because we do similar things on Furio, and so did like Ascent. So that's just kind of how you play TF2 at the high level. Is you have to have a scout who's ready to take Ubers.
Ready to take Ubers, always like on top of things, playing kind of centralized around the combo, protecting medic, things like that.
Yeah, and hopefully, gaining experience in Invite, Sandblast, and his other players there, hopefully they can, just play solid from now on. On the other side, though, we've got Swift, which is kind of I don't know, they strike me as a little bit more of kind of a ragtag pug team, though they have a lot of talented players. I don't know, something about the team it just feels like they take it maybe a little bit less seriously than Feint. Their roster is going to be 404 on Medic, Garbuglio Roamer, High Five Pocket, Slemnish Scout, Tiger Scout, and Delpo Demo. I'd say they definitely have pretty good scouts, like very DM heavy, pretty aggressive. Specifically Tiger, he likes to just run in at some of the most random times. He's very like confident, cocky, you might almost say. Other star player might be Delpo though.
Yeah.
At least that's what the people say. You know, I've never really been like so like crazy about the Delpo hype, but I think he's good for sure. Um, he's a very like reserved, controlled player. Has good aim.
Yeah, he has
He
really good
doesn't.
DM. That's
And
like a strong suit.
what always struck me about Delpo is just like how calm he is and how like focused he is. I guess. Like very like emotionless and
Yeah,
focused. You know, I like
he's
that.
focused. He's in the zone. He has his target in sight. That's Delpo. He's just a machine.
And but then the rest of the team, we have Garbuglio Roamer, very solid. He was on Ascent, obviously, so capable of being a top
Yeah,
roamer.
he's very.
Good DM,
He
and
has interesting jumps and good timings on middles.
yeah, I would say maybe their weak link might be 404. I've played with 404 personally, and
Yeah.
his attitude can be his downfall a lot of times. So hopefully, if they can keep their spirits high and focus,
Mhm.
404 tends to do better in that environment if he can ride that wave.
Yeah.
But I honestly find this very hard to call. Oh, okay, let me ask you about this. High five on pocket. I feel like this is actually their biggest weakness, but what do you have to say about it?
In my opinion, I think the biggest weakness right now would probably be probably be either 404 or yeah, high five. I wouldn't say high five like is like a big weakness, but the thing is, high five like he needs to he's this type of player like he needs to start out well and it'll give him like a lot of mental like energy like later on into the game. If he's like starting off doing bad, then like I feel like high five he sometimes it's not just sometimes he just shut down a bit, tries to worry, you know, tries to calm what's happening. But high five he does have good DM. Uh, he's a bit more on the quieter side of pockets, however.
Right. That's kind of what I mean is like I feel like it's not really a role that suits him and he doesn't really take charge like a pocket needs to a lot of times. And I think a lot of times he just kind of like he checks out and like things if they're going badly he doesn't really turn it around or whatever.
Exactly.
And sometimes he just feels like he seems lost. I don't know, maybe he'll prove us wrong. I mean, I hope they do. But I know he likes to run shotgun pretty often too because he's got that scout main blood running through his veins. But
Exactly.
looks like Tiger might be having some troubles connecting. He's never played ESEA before. So yeah, that's the delay at the moment. I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm gonna have to give it to Feint. I mean, let's just say out of tradition, because Feint Gaming had a huge upset win last season over Ascent in week 1, their very first match of all time.
Yeah.
So I think that this just might be another strong start for them. I think that they're gonna be confident here. I don't know. I just, for some reason, I feel like Feint Gaming has a little bit more chemistry together. And as far as DM goes, it's honestly pretty similar, but just I think the Feint pieces fit together a little bit better. But you never know, because I've seen games where Slemnish like just goes off and not much the other team can do. But I feel like him and High Five are not going to really have that chemistry that you need. Delpo is just gonna kind of be along for the ride, I feel like, and he'll hit his shots, but I don't think he's. I don't know. I just don't think he's gonna be able to make that huge of a difference because Campy's really good, and Laz is gonna be putting a lot of pressure on Adelpo too. So I think it's gonna come down to whether High Five can step up, or not. Really, that's my opinion.
In my opinion, I definitely I do agree with you in that term, but I wouldn't say it should be based on high five alone. I feel like high five and the pocket scout of this team, Tiger, like they should be kind of like I've noticed like they're not really at the same page most sometimes like in the scrims. Tiger sometimes likes to get really aggressive. If I am assuming correctly, like I guess Tiger is a pocket scout.
Right. I find that to be such another like strange role for him because I feel like Tiger tries to be the more aggressive one.
Yeah.
And he likes to take a lot of risks, and I find that he's dead a lot of the time. So I feel like, yeah, it's not as good of a dynamic for their team. Whereas
Yeah.
Sandblast is very strictly in that combo scout role.
In that combo scout role, and I feel like Slumnish also. I feel like maybe he can also execute combo scout a little bit better. I noticed Slumnish like he doesn't really he doesn't really tear open the flank like most times, but his off classing is also like really good. His sniping in particular. My main thing that I feel like Feint's biggest weaknesses, like I feel like they have, I don't know, maybe just Tambo's inexperience might cause them to struggle just a little bit. It depends on how they really coordinate in the end, like Tambo and Laz. So I guess we'll see.
Yes, indeed. I'm surprised it's kind of it's a Monday match, so a bit early. These teams didn't have as much time to prepare. Do you think that will make a difference at all?
Wait, repeat that again. Which team had less scrims?
Well, I'm just saying in general, since it's a Monday.
Yeah.
You know, kind of early in the week. Usually the matches are at least like Tuesday or later.
Yeah, Tuesday or later. Yeah.
And I know for a fact that Svift had a pretty, or actually both teams had pretty weak scrims. Like Feint Gaming, I think, played against Sparkle or something.
Yeah.
And they said that they weren't really good, but they were also getting frustrated at some of the strats that they ran into, which was like supposedly the Sparkle gang was like holding last with like a sentry gun and a pyro and a heavy, so like really making it into a fortress. So
and so they were struggling to push that. Right?
Yeah, but I don't know if Svift is the kind of team to run that many off classes. I think they are not.
Yeah, I don't think so. I know Slumnish likes to go like sniper almost every single time when they're holding last. He does end up making some good plays here and there, but he doesn't really shift to like heavier energy as much as I like to see. And the same thing with Tiger. I'm pretty sure it's either
This
like
match
Tiger
gonna
or
happen,
Slumnish. Like they're both like heavy snipers. You know what I mean? I think
True.
like they need to also like kind of learn like heavy and NG while holding last as well.
Yeah, true.
Like just the positioning.
It's a pretty good sniper map for mid and
for
like
sure.
maybe second, because you have sightlines into Valley and all that. We played against them a couple times, and they definitely ran a lot of sniper. But
Yeah.
I feel like Tiger snipes too often. I think
he's
too used to like the European playstyle where sniper's much more common.
Yeah, and they do a sack and then they come up sniper and it becomes like a big war. They go for like a crazy pick.
Yeah, and people like do the sniper versus sniper shit, but it's not really as much a thing. Laz hitting some fatties in the pregame. I'm not sure if this is gonna start though. We have a prediction from Corsa, the sideline analyst. He says 5-3 for Svift. I'm not feeling it. I don't know. I'm gonna go for Feint Gaming. 5-2. I think a 5-3 might be right. I'm gonna go 5-2 though. Actually.
I think I'm gonna be 5-4. To be honest.
5-4 going to overtime, huh?
Yeah, 5-4 overtime in favor of Feint.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Let's see.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to fix this issue that they're having right now.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Seems they've trusted the wrong man for the job.
Yeah.
So now we wait to see if he can solve his issues. Gonna be doing some tech support. You say he's coming. Let's hope they're right. But this match actually does have some pretty big implications, because the way I see it, you know, there's going to be a very tight race for playoffs this season. You have Feint Gaming, you have Svift, you have Velocity, you have my anime list, and they've all been like trading scrims, so they're all pretty evenly matched.
The competition is stirring.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good thing. Then there's a few teams that are kind of unknown factors right now. Sparkle Gang and Machine Soldiers and Lunatic. we face Lunatic tomorrow, and so we'll kind of see what they're made of. But I'm thinking that it'll be those 4 teams that I mentioned already, with Swift, Velocity, Feint, and my anime list trying to fight for 3rd and 4th, or top 4, I guess.
Yeah.
So this match, when it's a head-to-head match, that's like the most important thing, to put yourself ahead of the pack. Then the only other thing that's more valuable is a win against Ascent or Froyotech, basically.
Yep.
Who are the 2 favorites to get into the grand finals. And Tiger's in the server, so that's good news.
That's good.
And we're probably about to kick this off. Can I, you said 5-4 for which team? Which did you say?
I said 5-4 for Feint.
For Feint. So we're both going for Feint Gaming in this match. We'll see. We'll see if that ends up being true. Let's hope there was no induced tilt by the delay and Tiger's issues. And we're about to get started. Hey, Wild Rumpus, thank you for the resub. That's 24 months, 2 years. Thank you very much. Watching Campy. So one thing I know also is Laz has been known to do a fast rollout on this map, and I'm going to wonder if he's going to bust it out. So I'm just going to take a quick peek at Laz's cam, see if he's going to go for it while you watch Campy.
Campy hitting a pretty decent rollout.
And Laz is going for it. Laz flying in, but he just flies to a passive spam position. Trying to slow down Swift from getting in. Ooh, Laz actually catching an arrow. And now he's weak. He's going to be out of the fight. Swift trying to just push right down the right side. Delpo getting fully tanked, and he's just wrapping all around. They're trading sides now.
Yep.
Now Swift is at Feint's choke, and the other way around. But Purple, the first death. Laz and Tambo getting picks. Tiger returning with one onto Tambo. The bomb into choke. It's Laz, but he can't connect the 2 rockets. But now 404 is kind of in a tough spot. He's sandwiched on both sides.
High Five kind of just like died there.
And they're still trading frags. Somehow, okay, it's Feint this time. But they're coming back in. Tiger, super confident. But, oh, it's because they're trapped behind.
Yep.
They were in the enemy team choke. But now this is the most awkward thing ever. Oh, I don't have cap points on my screen. I might have to reconnect here. For some reason, my HUD didn't load properly. And so Swift just kind of caught in the middle.
Oh, Campy caught really hard.
Campy getting dropped. A huge mistake here. May, though, able to back up to his team. Swift spawners only now getting in. Sandblast going to get air shot. Basically doubled there. Garbuglio and high five. He would have died either way. Swift trying to get in now. Can't afford to lose another. The soldier caught in choke. Tiger on the chase. Tambo's going to go down. That's a late death. He's definitely not going to spawn here. Campy, though, will be spawning. Sandblast not going to get it. So now it's a 4 versus 6 here. Not going to be able to hold this. Oh, no. Yite overextending. But he picks off high five. If Yite can survive, that's going to be a huge pick.
That's good. That's good.
But Campy caught in the shutter.
Why would he bomb there? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
That's
I think did he bomb?
Yeah, he did. He's like, I saw him fly in the air.
Maybe he thought he had no choice. He got caught in. So now Feint, their only hope is to get Uber. They're at a bit of a disadvantage, 20%, but I don't think Swift is going to be able to push on that.
Yeah, definitely not. By the time everybody is already in lobby and buffed up, they'll have Uber.
I will say, though, it was a good job by May to escape, even though their Uber was bad, and to not, get picked. If he would have gotten picked, this round would already be over. So he managed to live. They're going to hold on last, and now it's going to be up to Swift to try and crack this open. I'm expecting a scout stack, so I'm going to put my cam on Tiger, as I'm sure he holds W in to go sniper. And he's moving towards the left side. No one here. He runs in. Laz comes over to challenge. And he's just looking for an opening. Oh, there goes the soldier. Jumps in. That was Garbuglio.
Oh, Delpo isn't really trapping much. He's actually just sitting up with his
instant counter sack. Laz. He's going to go down. Let's see if there's going to be another. Tambo pretty aggressive.
Yeah. Not much support spam coming from the blue team or red team right now.
So my HUD is messed up. I'm going to wait to see. There's actually no off class from Swift. I'm pretty surprised.
Yeah, that's strange. I would have at least
actually, no, they hold the door open. Slemnish runs all the way back.
Slemnish
is going to go sniper. So Purple died, which means they might not expect the sniper here because Slemnish is the scout. If Purple shows himself especially, they might be like, they might be a little bit complacent. They're like, okay, no sniper. But it might appear. Laz has a sentry pretty far back. This sentry only covers the point, though. If they come in upper, the soldier could still get a force here without.
Yep.
And the sniper also is going to have a little bit of extra room because there's no there's no soldier there to spam it. Slemnish getting some deep peeks, and now they're aware that he's on sniper. So
I like this trap from Campy. He's just just locking out the complete top left. It's gonna force out Svift to just like have to make them play from
Slumnish
either
with a
lower
little bit
or
of beef
right
onto the sticky on the ground. Misses
Yeah.
3 shots. And now he's going to be peeking lower. Oh, but a 1v1. Tiger just 2-shotting down Sandblast. The body shot coming. Slumnish doesn't connect. But now Feint is going to have to play very uncomfortably because they know that they're down a scout and there's a sniper who's just peeking in on them. They have to hide. They have to play very passively. I want to see if anyone from Svift is going to take advantage of this.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no,
just held
Slumnish
Dumpy right
alone.
at Slumnish.
But
However,
with that sniper down,
he does get traded.
yep, it's just a trade. I would have liked to see
Ooh, an exchange.
another attempt at a force there or something. Tiger goes in. They were denied by the Uber and the sentry gun. They couldn't commit on that. They didn't get any picks, and both teams had to pop. So now it's just a reset, rebuild probably, unless and Slumnish still on sniper too. He's gonna commit to this.
It was pretty key that nobody got picked there in that exchange.
What's the
Everybody
command that
just
reloads your
lived.
HUD? It's a HUD reload scheme. But I think I need to relaunch my game because usually I have like a tournament. Or where's that fucking?
So it looks like a default hold for Feint Gaming.
There's like a tournament.
four
Yeah,
teams that just doesn't leave her up.
CLU's tournament spec GU. I
Looks
have that
like,
enabled, but for some
4-4
reason it's
is
not showing
building
up.
slightly better, but it should be
Let me try and
insignificant, as May will quickly
I
climb
think I have
back
to
up
restart my game
and
to
catch
make
up
it
to
work.
them.
Oh,
More
it
snipe
worked.
action.
Perfect.
You seen this? Damn.
I am seeing.
Oh.
I'm seeing Tiger get picked. If there were Slumnish on sniper, I would be pretty confident to take some risks right now because there will be
Looks
no
like they're making
scouts.
it.
It's just a scout sack. Sandblast gets another trade. Down 2 with a sniper. Svift kind of unable to hold forward here without a scout.
Yeah.
I would love to see Feint in, but they still have the NG. So
This
a
is
wasted
bad.
opportunity if you ask me. I think.
Ooh,
Oh, but
somebody going
an
for the
attempt on a
sack,
force.
though.
Tambo hit one rocket,
Almost gets
unable
it.
to get the force. And Slumnish still on sniper, just getting vision over here. Everyone's
Sandblast
hiding.
checking off class and spawn. That's pretty key.
One
Looks
thing
like
that I find a
maybe
bit
we're
strange is that
spotted.
Slumnish is just kind of roaming on sniper every time. He never has
He's
his
like
combo
knocking
supporting
buffs.
him. He doesn't have a buff. Yeah, he's just kind of off on his own. One thing I don't like though is Laz on NG right now. He's very far forward. I think as an NG, it's never worth it to take these kinds of risks. Your sentry is really all that you're good for because you're not as good at DM as a soldier or a scout or anything. Slumnish now getting a bit frustrated on the sniper, getting shut down. He's gonna switch to spy. Feint Gaming though is he's on Dead Ringer. You know that moment when you're like on spy and then you're running through
yeah.
and then you
And
press
you-
right click and
you
you're like,
realize-
oh fuck, I have a Dead Ringer
Yeah,
in my
you have a
hand.
Dead Ringer.
I just saw that moment from Slumnish. But oh,
Ooh.
Sandblast with the unexpected headshot. This could work out though. Slumnish still disguised on sniper. If he gets picked, he could run past and maybe go for the back cap despite being on Dead Ringer.
Although
He
looks like
reveals
some
the Dead
people are
Ringer.
holding last, however.
They're not pushing. Delpo goes down. They do not move. They just go for another sack.
Yeah,
Tambo.
And now Swift have
High five in
huge-
behind. Somehow High Five is in behind the combo. Slumnish still on spy, but I don't think they've identified
Yeah.
his Dead Ringer yet. May, wait, what happened? May popped
What
and then
the
just
heck?
died. This just turned into major chaos. It's going to be up to Sandblast to get these picks fast. They need to kill the scout on the point.
Get a kill.
He can kill Delpo. Campy doing what he can. The spy's still alive with his ambassador hitting headshots, but Sandblast hitting the meat. They're only 2 up. Where's High Five? High Five coming in. Weak players on the point. 1 rocket, 2 rockets. Can he get the next kill? He does kill Sandblast, but he goes down.
That will slow
Only May and
down
Yite. May and Yite,
Feint by a lot.
Garbuglio, and 404. Ubers are even. It's just going to reset. 4 minutes left on the round timer. Feint definitely cannot push here. They don't have the spawns. They just have to
Sure.
they have to commit to last once again.
It's gonna be roughly a 10% add for 404. Not significant, but I'm surprised the High Five didn't like come up as an off class or something,
Yeah.
because he should know that there's some sort of equal situation going on.
We have Sandblast on the spy, so this is kind of a very unexpected timing. I would probably not expect this if I were Swift. So he's got the call. They know where they're coming in from, so Feint should be able to kite this. But Tambo still gets caught regardless, and the time on point. They're just going to cap it while everyone from Feint's in
Wow.
spawn.
That's what they had to do. That's super important.
But where's the trap? Where's the sentry? They have the spy giving them all the information they
Yeah,
need.
that's true.
They should be easily able to kite that and prevent the cap there. Tambo
Yeah.
can't afford to die there. I don't know. It was honestly pretty strange of Swift to think they had a pushable advantage there, and really they didn't. But because they thought they did, they were super aggressive and ended up winning despite that.
Yeah, the decreased aggression. They all had one.
And on to the next mid here, we have the first
Tiger
pick
gets
going the
picked
way
up.
of Feint once again. Purple now trying to bomb in to equalize this, looking for a scout. He gets in clean, but no one really to kill for him. Traded scouts on both sides.
Campy
Purple
in
onto the
medic.
med. A nice
Campy.
direct.
Take your time with the shots, Campy.
Swift
Campy.
weaker in health. 4 HP or 11
take
HP
your
on
time, Campy.
Garbuglio. And now Sandblast gets to clean up. Everyone's weak. Garbuglio here in the 1v1 or a 2v1. Nice job by Laz and Sandblast fighting that together.
That's pretty good. They were able to play together, call focus targets, and then clean up the frags. Oh, but Tiger's taking 1v1 on the point, killing Sandblast immediately.
And
Weak
now it's
protection.
another 1v1. Laz versus Tiger.
Yep.
Laz does hit a little bit of
Almost
splash, and Yite is going to come in to
Yeah.
clean that up. Very strange because Tiger somehow got up behind Sandblast. But see, that's the kind of death that I'm talking about from Tiger, where it's like, I thought he's supposed to be the combo scout, yet he's going for these kinds of plays, and now it's going to make it a bit awkward for their team in any transitions.
And now,
Swift knew they had a
looks
small
like
ad.
it's gonna be a
Yeah, but a
stalemate
15% ad you can't push
with
off.
Swift this time on the defense
Like,
on the
realistically,
second.
not-
Even Ubers, but
like
looks Delta's playing
99
fast
times
enough.
out of
Swift
100,
just left-
you can't
have
you
left,
can't get that.
or let
Oh,
Fate
catching
walk right
pipes! Both
And
scouts
Campy
going down to
destroyed
Campy.
everything.
And another
That's
pick from
crazy.
Yite. And the spam coming in. Delpo's so
much
weak,
damage,
50
getting
health.
to collapse.
And High Five just doing what he can to salvage. 4-4 gets in spawn,
does
still
get
has the
Delpo.
Uber. This is going to have to be the fattest solo of High Five's career. But he's only down to 60 health, and 4-4's in spawn! Dropping
What?
High Five! Dropping the world, and he's just going to get launched off the point, and they cap right beneath him. That
That's
was huge
crazy.
from Campy. Connecting those pipes, kills both scouts, and then
Mhm.
just unable to recover. 4-4, not on the same page. But a huge play from Campy. I'm going to watch Campy into the next mid, see if he can
Yeah.
carry
Watching
that
him too.
dominance. And they answer back. Yeah, quick round there. That was only a 2-minute round.
Yeah, starts off with some early damage on Delpo. Pretty good so far. Oh, but he's hurt.
Wow,
Really
catching
hurt.
an arrow. 4-4's actually hit a couple early arrows in this on these mids, and they've made a difference.
I like
Feint
his positioning,
already
his
retreating.
aggressiveness from
Laz
Swift.
denied. Sandblast denied.
They know
Yite
they can
dead.
do that,
Laz
Campy's,
weak.
like, not- yeah, they know they
High
can do that,
Five
but
on the
Campy is
chase.
receiving.
Campy gonna get caught. 10 HP.
Oh,
He gets out
almost,
basement.
almost.
Is anyone gonna chase him? Down in basement. Campy just barely getting out, but people are chasing upper. Purple
Where's the
in with the
arrow?
direct.
Where's the arrow
Oh
from
no.
me?
And look at this last push. They only just capped mid, and they're already 5 people in on the last.
I
Not
would
a
be
single
careful about
person
them.
from Swift has died, but yeah, Sandblast spawning on the snipers, forcing them to back up and not peek so aggressively into last. The Ubers should be
just-
even, and they should
yep.
know it. But the sack coming in, good timing here, pretty early before they set up. Sandblast so weak, if he catches this pipe, he'll die, but no.
Wow.
And a
Good
counter
play.
stack, I see Laz moving through lower. He's looking to make something happen. But it looks like it's not going to happen. They've got Sandblast looking for the headshot. He hit Delpo last time. 4-4 in the glass.
He's going for the same. He's going for the same angle.
High Five catches the
Ooh.
body shot. Purple already on spy.
I got Google spy.
Yes, indeed. And he's cloaking early to make sure no one can see him. He's running right in now. And he's
He made it
we'll
in.
see what he can do here. They need a distraction. That's what they need. He's uncloaked behind the point. Someone needs
Indeed.
pressure. High Five taking a little bit of damage. Here comes the spy coming up from behind. May spots him.
Yep.
Garbuglio's not going to get anything off that. They needed a little bit more pressure, in my opinion. No one was forced to like look forward or dodge any spam. That's really how you set up a spy play best. And Sandblast looking for another headshot. Just going to go in for the hero play and not going to connect. He's going to go down. It's still a 1-1 here. And the last time we were here, it was a 6-minute stalemate. So we'll see if Feint this time can turn it around or if Swift can close it out quicker. Looks like they're a bit more aggressive now into lobby. Tambo's still trying to hold this top left, but eating a lot of spam. It's hard to hold that with all the stickies and rockets coming in, but you kind of have to slow them down from getting in for free. And here we are. Tiger just waiting around the corner. He's going to run in. It's a 2-man sack onto May.
Wow.
They both insta-die. May barely getting touched. Only loses 20 health. And now Feint looking to push. This time feeling confident. Sticks above the shutter and a few above bats.
Making
So
it in from lower left.
left side is the only way in. Sandblast, but he's alive. He's alive. That's what matters. And Tambo making some space too. But the rest of the team not in.
Nice. Okay, Kyle is having a way better Uber
And the spawns are up for Swift, and they're going to be coming in. Feint Gaming on the retreat. Will they get caught? High five hitting a fat rocket. Slumnish going down. All of Swift just calling it off now. They've decided to back up.
I feel like 4-4 might have popped a bit too soon. I feel like he could have had like a window of 1 to 2 second milk, and that would have made the Uber like.
Well, I think what really, yeah, but what went wrong for Feint though was, I think Sandblast got a little bit too far ahead of the push there,
sure.
and he ended up getting juggled. If he would have got in like clean or was in sync with his medic, I think they could have put out a lot more pressure onto Swift to make sure that Swift popped first.
Exactly.
Why am I calling Garbuglio purple? He used to be known as Purple
He needs
Shirt.
to be like pushing out and last.
That was his name
medic,
for a while.
And then just no fear, just go deep.
Look, Sandblast on the spy. He likes to go spy when holding last. I think. Oh, high five. Bumped into him. He was kind of stuck on the stairs because 4-4 was right at the top of the stairs and high five was at the bottom, and then just kind of like bumped into him to sandwich him.
I feel like he could have taken his time with that. He had a pretty decent setup.
And Tiger in on the sack. I've been seeing a lot of nice directs on people trying to sack on MA.
Yep.
Here's another attempt. High five this time. Gets Yite. Hits a rocket onto Tambo. But it's two-man sack. And Slimnish with free reign on Sniper.
Wow.
Oh, he had the shot on May, but he could not connect. That's really abnormal to see a two-man sack with a Sniper, don't you think?
Yeah, I think the reason why they could be doing this by accident, or they could be just maybe they're doing a strat in which, like, because Sunshine has such long angles, you can like do a two-man sack to bait a push into a Sniper, you know what I mean? But at that point, the Sniper actually has to hit his shots.
Yeah. Haven't seen a lot of shots connected on Sniper yet. I saw only Sandblast hit one, and Sandblast going for the spy yet again. He's determined. But let's see. Nope, Delpo found him.
Delpo found him.
Yep, just adding another death to his stats there for Sandblast.
He has the ears.
Yep. But again, there was very little distraction there. Like, both teams have not set up their spy plays very well. And at this point, Sandblast has gone spy enough where Swift will probably never fall for a spy for the rest of the match, just because now they know to expect it so much. Tiger comes in, Yite gets headshot. So there, Tiger's just going off the Sandblast pick, managed to get the soldier. The Uber's popped to save Tambo, but now it's kind of messy. Only a scout getting the Uber in the end, and Slumnish still connecting headshots. Without Campy, I don't think they're going to be able to defend this point. Slumnish finally started rattling off some shots. I think it was the headshot from Slumnish onto Yite that actually secured that.
Yep.
Because that turned it into a 3-man advantage for a small moment in time. And that was what allowed them to force the Uber on Feint, because there was too much pressure on May. He couldn't afford to drop anyone, which is why he popped on Tambo, even though Tambo was not in position to use the Uber. He had to save him, because if he didn't, then they'd be even more screwed in like a 2 versus 6.
Exactly. If Tambo got dropped there, it would be really bad. Unfortunately, Campy, he did get sniped as well. And if he was a bit more aggressive maybe, or walking out from different side, they would have held it.
Looking at Laz, wow. Great bomb from Laz. Now they just need to play heals on Feint. What are they going to do? I see May trying to heal up Campy. It's a 4 versus 3. They know where all the Swift players are, I think, except Delpo. Delpo coming in from behind, bombing up, 40 HP. He's just going to come up from behind, hits the sticky onto Campy, but he's going to go down. So close. If he would have hit that pipe on May or on the Sandblast, he could have made that happen. He almost cratered, in fact. He landed with 5 HP, but they had no idea he was coming, so he was able to get that 1 kill. Now it's just Sandblast. He's going to roll forward. Full advantage. He's going to be confident. If I was Purple here, I would actually be willing to take the risk, because he knows that his team's setting up on last with the NG. So Purple should be willing to contest this or go for a force. And, oh, man, he should have jumped in there and fought Sandblast. He's had a 1v1 opportunity there for a good, like, 10 seconds.
Yep.
But he let it slip away. He could have stopped that cap. Not that it would have done too much, because still Swift has to play safe because they're at the Uber disadvantage. But they're at 50%, so Feint's going to have to come in quick here. Here's Sandblast through lower, but Campy getting headshot.
That's not
Sticks
good.
on the point. Sandblast trying to cap.
I don't think Sandblast should have been going for the cap there with Campy immediately dying. I think he should have gotten more frags with the Uber.
He needed more frags for sure, but oh, and he backs up into a trap. Delpo with the stickies. Thankfully, May's going to escape. Yeah, he could have gotten that pick on Sandblast.
Yeah, he definitely could have, because the pipe did 100 to him, and that would have killed him for sure.
I think what happened there, though, it looked like Feint tried to bring in 3 people, and it made it so that they couldn't flash all three. They had Tambo, they had Campy, and they had Sandblast. And it ended up being Campy dying, and that's really the last one you want dying because he's the only one that's going to be able to deal with that heavy, and he's going to be able to lock off the point. 4-4 gets forced, Laz with a nice force, and May very close to the Uber. They should be looking to punish. If Swift overextends here, they're in through Cafe. Feint Gaming are into middle, blocking mid, wrapping through choke. They need to save Tambo. Tambo gets saved.
Nice.
4-4 goes down. So that's the confidence you like to see from Sandblast. Making the right call there to go into the enemy team when they know they have the full ad. And Tiger's just trying to make desperation happen. Sandblast gets the frags, the cleanup. And it's a wipe. It's a wipe from Swift. Late spawn on both their scouts. Delpo going to spawn just in time to hold this. But Feint should probably try and keep the momentum going. There's a heavy up. Still no scouts. Tambo trying to make his way in. He gets in the doorway, but he gets denied. I think they're just going to slow it down at this point. Now that the scouts have spawned, they definitely should. Sandblast is getting slowed by Natasha. And he does not escape and catches the pipe. That was a bit of a miscommunication, I want to say, because Sandblast thought they were going to go on that. Yeah, here he's writing down 2. My team doesn't go. But they decided to play the Uber, and honestly, it's probably the safer bet because those spawns coming in from Swift would have
just quickly dwindled. Or body shot by Tiger.
It's so... I find it really strange that the sniper is just watching lower the whole time. Isn't that like kind of weird? I don't know.
That doesn't make much sense.
Because usually like that's getting spotted by your roamer, but Swift always has their sniper just watching that.
Yep.
Laz actually is in this hiding spot. I saw him use this in a pug the other day, where he has like a wall glitch where he's just hovering, and he gets the force using it.
Wow, good pipe by Delpo.
Is this a back cap attempt or?
It was.
It was from Sandblast. Bit of desperation. They got the force. May's alive, but they're down 3. I think Swift's just gonna roll into mid. They definitely should.
For sure. Down 3. No, not really much point in stacking the point here. I would like to see them kind of just peek aggressively because I feel like this is what's happening. Like they just keep losing to unexpected snipers, even Feint. Like they need to kind of just slow down just a sec, you know, just make one decisive call that everybody follows. Like what I'm seeing is they're not really slowing down. They're just like rushing into snipers. They're not even calling stuff.
For their last pushes, for sure. I also don't agree with their last push. Like they keep going through lower, which doesn't make much sense to me, considering that they know for a fact that Swift has been holding on the right side. They could just go straight into their combo.
Exactly.
Is it normal for the whole team to hold back left on last?
Just go from the right side, try to kill the
you see most people holding there because you have height there,
you know,
and
targets,
a nice sight line, and the
they
health pack and all that.
Left pushes up. They're getting shunted before they can even
but the other side, you generally have at least one person spotting it. Maybe someone spotting lower. Alright, so here we are, Garbuglio with the attempt. Garbuglio going to get shut down, though, and Feint Gaming going to look for some counter aggression. Laz comes in, 1 rocket, onto 4-4, 2 rockets, down to 40 health, 4-4, very weak. No one else able to follow up, though, and he gets a health pack. Nothing going to come of it. Garbuglio spawning in 2, so there's going to be a 8-second window here where Laz is not alive. Swift going to be able to peek off that, hopefully, maybe be aggressive on the flank, you'd hope, but just moving a bit slowly still. I think they didn't really need to wait for Garbuglio to get back in position. Someone else could have attempted to go with that pick, and then they could just keep sort of chaining them together.
Like a chain sack to like put continuous pressure on May.
But here May's untouched, but instead it's the demo sack. Very common actually. I've been seeing this a lot where the medic is so far back that the roamer just goes for the demo instead. But 3 people go down. I think Feint. Man, they had such a good opportunity there because they never popped. They still haven't popped, in fact. They could have had a really good counter Uber, but after Laz died, they didn't want to risk taking a 3 versus 5 there with only 2 scouts. And I don't know if I agree with that because I think 4-4 was extended enough where they could have guaranteed that 4-4 would die. They would just have to act like very quickly to make sure that they got their med out afterwards.
And get their medic out. So
but the Uber just coming in right away. 4-4 maybe getting caught over here at Cafe. Yes, he does get caught. But Garbuglio going for the back cap. He's going to go down. They clear all entrances. No back caps left. And that was a nice aggressive push. Good coordination there to focus down 4-4. He was slightly overextended. Probably didn't expect that push to come in so quickly. Faint Gaming just explode through. They get right on him, crossing all of the second point, cut him off from leaving, and now Svift have to concede middle completely. May sitting there with almost 40% advantage again.
Yeah, honestly, that was rather strange because I feel like 404 was able to get out with the scout. Like, he should know that they have a free Uber and just be like positioned like really passively. If everybody else can play aggressive, because they can jump out and run out and double jump out, things like that. But like him, he has to have like a miracle serve in order to like survive.
Yep, and now he's got the Uber. They know they have these 40% advantage. They're going to be moving on it. 404 building this up. They're going to try and slow down Faint as much as they can with spam. But Faint's going to run their scout through. They Uber in. This is going to set up Svift really nice for a repush. They managed to kite everybody out. Nobody dying. Actually, High Five gets caught. No pocket on this push. They might not be able to go on it. Delpo's holding the shutter, but like I said, the pocket's supposed to be that main pushing force. He's supposed to be the backbone of the team. Without him, High Five, without High Five alive, it's going to slow down their progress here. Where they're at is dwindling, but it's still 60%, still pushable. Are they going to go on it? That's the question. Or are they just going to decide to hold last? Time maybe starting to tick away. Maybe they're getting concerned about that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
There's probably 8 minutes or so, maybe, I want to say, left in the half.
On the bright side, it is 2-1 only, and Faint is pushing, or at least holding outside on their side.
Yeah, so Faint has the opportunity to tie this up. Looks like Svift has opted to just let that 60% advantage disappear. Tiger going for an aggressive snipe right now. Is he going to have a shot? He gets bombed, actually. Eats 4 rockets and lives. Laz not happy about that, I'm sure.
Super aggressive, almost destroying the combo there as well, and everything top left.
Combo down to 9 HP.
Yeah, he's hurt.
But he is going to live. Will Laz off class? Looks like he will not. And he's just rolling back out. I think the next move here. Notice Svift actually doesn't have any scouts. They got the heavy and they got the sniper, so kind of good to see that they're utilizing all of their tools here to hold last. I think a lot of teams, especially at lower levels, they don't off class enough. But here we have the heavy just tanking it up. Oh, just gonna go for the Uber exchange.
Oh, but Delpo hitting some nasty double A shots.
And Slumnish also just levitating Sandblast there. May getting chased in the shutter down to 10 HP. High five, wow. Comes in late on that Uber, hits nice rockets in the shutter, but he's beefing a little bit. Yite living and creating some chaos there.
Faint, Tambo and Yite going for the back cap lower, but
and doing good damage. Oh man. See, Svift decided not to push, and I think Yite could have told that after peeking because he saw the demo was still there, he saw the scout was still there. I think just living at that point is good because if Swift's not going to push out. But now actually, Svift trying to push when down 2. I think Faint should go for this. They should go for the dry push.
It looks like they're too slow.
But they're too slow. Oh, Yite sniper. Okay, why are there power tools going on in the background?
I have no idea.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Doesn't concern you that someone's like operating a saw at almost midnight in your home?
No.
Alright. Well,
Swift going for the aggressive cafe peek looks
but
like
questionable because now it's even Ubers, and let's see if Yite can do anything with this sniper shot.
Oh,
he had the opportunity. Does hit the body shot onto Tiger. They're actually not even going to concern themselves with this combo. I think they're just going to go for a wrap.
Campy overextending in Valley gets 4 rocketed by Garbuglio.
Oh, yeah, Campy did kind of get ahead of himself. May not following Sandblast there. Very questionable.
Garbuglio is nuts. He just got like a 3K just trading off.
Yeah, I think Campy was a few steps ahead. He had the right idea to just wrap, but Sandblast wasn't quite on the same page with them. Now Slumnish caught behind. This is actually very bad. Slumnish is going to have to be on a great escape mission right now. He's caught behind while his team is down a demo. So Faint Gaming has an interest in just trying to go as fast as possible. Slumnish starting the back cap. They're actually going to come back for him. He didn't expect that. They thought they were going to keep rolling forward. They come back. Slumnish gets picked. And now knowing that... Oh, Campy in. Campy in. Putting damage onto Garbuglio on the point. The heavy's going to go down. They have the sniper still taking shots. Maybe getting a bit too greedy there, Tiger. Could have been putting out forward pressure, but on sniper just taking shots. And now it's just Delpo and Tiger against an Uber. Oh no, Sandblast gets dropped. That is going to be awful. They're trying to get cap time. Actually, May gets a lot of cap time. Campy not connecting any shots whatsoever.
Delpo neither, however.
He finally hits one pipe, and May slips away.
Why didn't Slumnish chase that medic?
Yeah, it probably would have been the right choice to chase. May was down to like 20 health or so. Sandblast though got dropped. That's a mistake you can't make. But at the same time, he ran a bit too far forward and he took a fight with a scout when he wasn't being healed, and he lost that 1v1. So when you have a full ad against a team that doesn't even have heals, you know, overextending like that,
It's
not
not
good.
worth it at all.
Yeah,
It
they are
doesn't
arrow
matter.
building. I think the fact that May lived though is gonna still allow them to secure this round. I would be surprised if they don't win this.
Go Bubio on heavy,
But they're
Slumnish
going
on,
lower.
NG.
Do they never learn? They run in lower. Slumnish a bit overextended, not in the spawn.
Yeah,
The sentry
Go
though,
Bubio really aggressive
not
on
getting
point.
touched.
We'll die on heavy. Yes, this is a hold.
But
This is a
4-4's at
hold
90.
for Swift. Yep, this is definitely a hold.
But frags,
Yep.
frags coming in, lots on point. Sandblast hiding behind the pillar.
Damn, high five looks like really
Oh,
really
May's
slow.
still in.
What is
I
May
think there
doing?
must be no time or something because they're just committing to this. I would think
okay.
May would run away. I don't know.
My HUD's not working either.
Dude,
It's just
why do they keep going through lower? Can you explain that?
I don't know. I think it's like a sandblast call. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's the only way to explain it. Sandblast calls. Who are the star
Lower
players
doesn't make any
here?
sense because they keep getting picked out picked up so early. They keep getting spotted out. They get forced like halfway in. Don't
Well,
overextending
you
and
need
dying.
some
There has to be
performance
no
out of
time left.
Sandblast.
Yeah, it's taunting.
You need some campy. Tiger, Slumnish probably. Oh. Yep, time's out. 2-1-1/2. Faint Gaming had the opportunity, but 3 last pushes that go through lower, just complete and utter failure. I hope they adjust that.
They
Almost
need
tempted
stop
to
pushing lower,
send some
immediately.
tips to Sandblast on Steam because this is some frustrating gameplay to watch when they made the same awful push 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times the charm. Hopefully it will hit him now. Cause yeah, they keep like messing up. The sentry gun is across the map. All they have to do is Uber and top right. The sentry gun and the heavy die immediately. They're using too many of their resources just to get in rather than just getting in easily and then just destroying everybody else. That's essentially what's going on.
So, yeah, I mean, I feel like hopefully Faint can identify what's going wrong. I think mainly it's a couple people getting overeager, overextending. That's you know, feeding a couple unnecessary picks when they can't afford it.
Yeah.
And also just these bad last pushes. And really, those are the 2 major mistakes they keep making. Otherwise, they're keeping up in the DM department.
Yeah, they are.
And,
They're getting a lot of trades, a lot of scrappy fights. It's crazy. It's carnage TF2.
I don't think I can raise Habib's volume. Sorry, buddy. Stop! Because then we'll get that fucking loud as hell. Alright, let's check the
A lot
stats.
of shit's going on. But anyways, top damaging in the server right now is actually high five. 8,455, 281 DPM. The next highest after that is 244, which is Sandblast. Campy isn't really doing too hot right now. 10 and 15 with 239 DPM.
Yeah,
But how
I
about
need him to
he-
step up. Alright, I'm gonna need you
don't-
to stop speaking with those blades on.
He's getting
No,
less,
stop!
He's getting less heals than Sandblast and Tambo.
Yeah, low DPM from Yite and Slumnish. I guess there have been a couple long stalemates between last, which is where their DPM kind of plummeted. I'm kind of surprised to see high five with so much DPM, just because I don't know. Maybe he just was getting a lot of like
High five's
like
Ubers have been
burst
really good actually.
burst damage.
Yeah,
That
his
must be
Ubers
what
have
it
been
is.
pretty good.
Tiger has 25 kills. Sandblast has 27, and
Slumnish and Yite both on pretty low DPM right now.
yeah.
Roughly the same stats.
The control point is alert. The control point is being contested.
God damn.
And Laz, a little bit weak on the damage side, but he doesn't seem to be he appears to be struggling mainly at the last pushes. I feel like maybe it's like a timing for him, or maybe they're just not playing well together. I don't know. Laz, I noticed he is quite quiet actually. So
Yeah.
he's not the most talkative. So it could be maybe
Can you see the stats?
sometimes
I don't know if I
unclear
have
or
time.
miscommunicated
Here,
in their
real quick.
team atmosphere, but he seems to be not like doing like okay, like,
Right
pretty well.
here.
Getting impact frags.
25 frags, 27 frags, 280 DPM, 150 DPM.
I feel like the main brunt of High Five's damage though is for
10
sure
and
his
5
Ubers.
or
Like,
10 and
he's having like
15.
such better Ubers and he's damaging 3 people, causing May to like flash like multiple people,
Oh.
and that's why he's also dropping Sandblast a lot.
That's what you got right now, boys. That's halftime, 2-1. Still anyone's game though.
Alert. The control point is being
Yeah, I honestly think the biggest change that needs to happen though is Campy needs to be alive more.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
he's such an important player for Feint Gaming. I was kind of
For sure.
banking on him being kind of a monster. And the one time where he fucking stepped up, they rolled when he
Yeah,
got all
for
those
sure.
kills on both scouts and then juggled the medic off the point. That was his highlight so far. But besides that, he's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, he is going negative, so he does appear to be dying a lot more now. I feel like what he's doing wrong is like he's not using his third eye exactly. He's not really trapping preemptively and like baiting. He's mainly like peeking and trying to get long range pipes in, and he also keeps jumping in, which is what I noticed.
Has he? I must have missed
Yeah.
that.
And the other of his deaths were just the snipers as well. But
I'm watching Campy this time to
yeah,
see
I'm watching him too.
if it's time for him to step up. He knows Delpo rolls out Valley, so
Yep.
you can maybe try and slow him down over there. Doesn't connect
Yeah,
too much damage though.
A whole lot right now.
But all of Swift pushing into him. He's gonna unload.
Big damage.
Look at that. Laz and Campy
Big damage.
combining for all that. Hits a pipe. Oh,
Big damage.
hits another pipe. Campy's
Campy not.
awake. Campy's awake.
He has woken up.
And that's bad news for Swift because that was a lot of damage from Campy. If he can keep that
For
up,
sure.
they're ready to go. And May survives. Such a huge benefit for them to have full ad going to last. Sentry going up in that spot. Can we please just see them not push through lower? That's all I
If they
want.
push the lower, I'm going to be very upset. Like, very upset.
Yeah, I'll be. See, the thing is, they can also afford to peak a little bit right now because they have such a big advantage. They don't need to rush it through lower going in blind.
Yeah, they don't. They should also be getting out information right now. Get buffs. So one person cap. Everyone else move up. Start to take lobbies. Start to peek and stuff.
See Tiger sniping forward. He's
I don't
in a
even
pretty
think anybody
aggressive
knows.
position. They have no idea. He
Oh,
might
Campy.
get a shot. Sandblast has already run through lobby. May,
Oh
he can
God.
see the beam.
Campy was able to see him as
You
well.
saw the sniper? Okay, they
Mhm.
spotted the sniper finally. And they are slowly, man, already at 65% for 4-4.
Yeah.
And the Uber's coming in top right. The Uber in finally. Sandblast in. High five. Gonna get caught behind the point. But getting juggled. Sandblast by the sentry. The sentry goes down. Campy still top right.
Focus
Gonna
on
unload on the
Heavy.
heavy.
Focus on
Heavy's
Heavy.
going down.
Heavy's gonna
Heavy
go
is
down.
dead.
Nice job.
And now the flank is in. But
They
4-4 at
get
90%. They
on
need to be
cap.
capping.
Get on cap.
Campy
Oh, no.
not gonna be able to get
Where's
this.
Where's the focus scout for Feint?
Sandblast was the one he ran in, but he ran way too far behind the point and got pushed in by the sentry.
Oh, what?
So he got out of range. They didn't know where the sentry was.
See, that's the thing. They're just taking so long. Somebody needs to make that risky play to just peek. If they see that the sniper's there, and somebody does get peeked, there's a chance that he'll be aggressive there, and that could be even your first pick with your Uber.
May though did a good job. He escaped once again. Kind of
That's
been
the one thing keeping them in check.
Yep. Yeah, these rounds could be a lot worse for Feint if May wasn't escaping.
Yeah,
So he did a good job.
props to him. Yeah, he knows that his team is just getting like obliterated, so he just hightails it out of there when him committing. The moment Sandblast dies and it's just Campy left, he knows like it's just lost. So that's good game sense by him.
Yep. But Feint maintaining control here. They have mid, so it's going to be on them. Right now they're a bit paranoid. I see a high five looking for a spy. Maybe they think it's too quiet over there, and they're going to be looking for the attempt from Feint. Here's Sandblast charging into Garbuglio, down to 80 health, retreating into the flank. But and Laz flies in through choke,
Wow.
gets a rocket on 4-4, 4-4, gets
Yes,
force.
he
Nice
is,
job
yep.
from Laz. Gets in so deep there and hits one good rocket,
Yeah,
and
that was a
his
very
his
clean rocket
presence, his presence just forces 404 to pop.
And Feint opting for the cafe.
A
push
bit of
here.
a 4-0 fear, I'd like to say.
Yeah.
And the Uber coming in, actually not getting popped yet. They
They
walk
knock
in
it
through
first,
cafe.
yeah.
The high five caught on bats. They need to just leave one scout on this cap and keep going forward.
Yeah, keep going forward. They're eating so much damage and they're delaying, and then they're eating even more damage. It's like slowing their momentum down by a lot.
And
4-4
4-4 again, 60, yeah. They keep giving up like full ads all the way to
Yeah,
like a
they
very
need to
small
just be-
window.
Their momentum is so slow.
But here it is, the Uber comes in. This time Sandblast not getting dropped, trying to clear stickies off the point, but he's doing a really poor job of it. 2 picks now. Feint Gaming with their flank in now, and they just
Wow,
sandwich.
that's
Delpo
good, yep.
instantly dying, and it's a clean push.
That was a pretty clean push. That was good. If they didn't get those picks within the next
Yeah, that was
2 seconds,
that
would've
was
been bad.
Tambo and Campy getting those kills at the right spawn, I think.
And then Yite with the big flank onto the medic in the demo. That was
Yeah.
pretty key.
2-2. Here we are. Feint Gaming coming back. This time I'm going to put my cam onto Yite, see how aggressive he's getting here in the mids.
Let's do it.
Look at Laz. Laz above Cafe, spamming. Yite rolling out through Cafe as well.
Cafe.
And this time Svift just yet again trying to push into the right side.
Yeah,
and it's not been working.
Almost getting air shot. He needs to get healed up. Both guys need to get healed up.
It's a 4v3. Meat shots.
Meat shots. Chase. Now chase.
Tiger caught in choke. Needs to die. And they should continue the chase. Sandblast on the tail. He sees 404. Spawns in 3. This is going to be a close call. Sandblast, I don't think he's going to be able to get it. 3 spawns right now. 404 still fully healthy. Sandblast knows he can't get it. He gets away.
That was pretty smart, I would
say. But they know they have somewhat of an advantage. Sandblast now just going to go for the sack. He's trying to go off of timing, try to catch Delpo off guard, but it's not going to happen. I suspect now Sandblast is just going to spawn up on Sniper. Not really too much loss. It's going to reset anyway in a last hold.
Exactly.
Hey, thanks Iceberg for the resub for 20 months. This month went quickly.
Now
yes,
we
it did, didn't
what's
it?
known as a stalemate in Team
What's more chaotic, Feint's comms or Habib's thought process?
The aggressor.
I'm not too familiar with Feint's comms.
Can
I haven't watched them too much, but I'd go with
and
Habib.
This time Tiger's on Sniper rather than
Habib
Summers.
is just
Maybe
like
Summers wasn't having it too
chaos.
hot, but he did have that one nice play, pushing that last point, giving him that first round. Sandblast going for that slow peek.
And yeah, it's just gonna be slow here, waiting for Sandblast.
Ooh, Tiger knows. He missed him. Sandblast beats the shot. So now it's gonna make it harder on both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot harder after you've taken your first shot because the team that's playing against the Sniper is going to adjust. But Sandblast is going to be taking a Sniper v Sniper duel here against Tiger. Does not connect the first shot. But the thing is, Sandblast does have a buff, so he can be a little bit more confident taking that fight.
For sure. Now he's going for an aggressive top right peek.
Let's fucking drill. Oh, and he's also running this Machina reskin, so if he connects, he gets headshot by Tiger.
Yeah. Oh, this is a Machina reskin? I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, so it will penetrate if they're all lined up.
Damn. If they're all lined up, you can get like a 3K easy. Oh my goodness.
Damn. The Svift doing a good job of supporting their Sniper there. Yeah. They instant follow up on the Sniper headshot. I think Kyle 5's looking for an opening here, maybe purple as well. But Campy keeping those pipes spammed up there is going to make them hesitate. Tiger's looking for that body shot onto Campy, who testing him.
He unscoped just at the last second, right before he had the opportunity. It's that same angle. So I don't know if Tiger heard that, but from his POV, I heard a medic call. So he should know that Tiger or Sandblast is still on Sniper. Yeah.
Yep. Sandblast gonna die to a sticky trap.
Yeah, watch. Oh, okay, well, yep, and he gets
oh my god. Sandblast not having much luck right now. Yeah, probably very frustrated. Yeah, and the soldier comes in, Garbuglio gets... Oh!
My goodness.
Somehow sinks the rockets, but May with his crossbow out seems completely confused. Yeah. But it's not one yet, because Svift now has the task of pushing out of last, which even with a full ad can be a challenge to get in clean, to get not backcapped and not drop player. So we'll see what they're trying to do. They're trying to move through left lobby. High five is in. There is a sticky trap. Laz goes down, not gonna get the force. Sandblast onto 404. He's just gonna run behind. He's running to last. Gonna be on Delpo. Delpo hits the 2-pipe.
Nutty McGee.
Oh man, that's a bit of Sandblast beef, because if he would have killed Delpo there, he probably would cap the last point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
404 also doesn't pop, so Sandblast not only beefed on 404, but beefed on Delpo. Back to back, beef to beef, and Sandblast is going to die. And now Tambo goes in on 404. 404 goes down to 40 health, but he still doesn't pop. Still with this big ad. Oh, it's dwindling. They're at 70%, and they're going to be moving aggressively here. I think Laz, knowing that it's only a 15% disadvantage, should try to not die for this force. You should try to just spam and survive. Because his team should be able to counter Uber. Oh, he hits a nice rocket on Tiger in the valley. Tiger's forced to retreat. Garbuglio goes down. But Svift is aware of the Uber situation. They are aware that May would get Uber here. So they're going to just slow it down. They have that purple sack, and then...
I wouldn't be surprised if Garbuglio went spy here.
Really?
Yeah.
He's gonna stay soldier. I think.
No, looks like it.
I think especially after getting that last skybox bomb onto May and dropping him, he's probably feeling pretty good about his chances to just fly
and
in.
Goes, and he missed his jump.
Yeah, he messed up his jump. He's gonna try that again. Reset. You can try this as many times as he needs to. Okay, I don't get why his medic isn't just like keeping the beam on him. It's kind of. If I was purple right now, I'd be fucking annoyed. He's bombing in right now with only 200 HP. And he gets air shot.
Oh my god, he's not a decent bomb though.
He actually got Campy down to 10 health and Tambo down to 10 health. Tiger with the follow-up. Laz.
Campy goes down. Laz getting picked as
losing 2 for that. Not ideal.
Yeah.
2 for 1 right there. And especially losing your demo. And now Yite caught in the flank, getting swarmed by 2 scouts. Sandblast also getting baited over into that fight.
Wow, almost hits the
May gets forced. Sandblast getting dropped. This is a disaster. The best case scenario here, they get the force, but Tambo's not even going to commit for the force. They're just going to back up to last. They're going to back up to last, and Laz already on engineer, but the scouts not spawning. One thing I don't like, Svift stacking this point. Pretty unnecessary, considering they have the full ad.
I'm going to watch Tiger this last push. So he's clearing for
they just get in clean. They haven't even popped yet. Starting to bait the cap. Slimnish down to 10 HP, though. Not good. Still alive, though.
Hit the shot. Nice shot. Play together.
1v1. 1v1. Slimnish goes down to Yite. It's 3 versus 4. Purple and Delpo so weak. Laz could go hero mode. Laz, is he doing it? 80 health. And it's not going to be done. 3-2 now. High five surviving that.
Did Fink Gaming have any off classes there?
They did have Laz on engineer. But the sentry, I'm actually not sure how the sentry went down so easily because it was a double scout Uber. I guess one of the chokes wasn't being pressured, so there's some free spam coming in. Campy down to only 59 health. Meanwhile, Delpo's sitting at 100. Campy gets arrowed. We're going to see the aggression come in.
A lot of good spam on top left. I don't think he's connecting it, however.
Laz towards Valley. He's getting in behind in the enemy choke. This is distraction. They need follow-up. Full soldier staring at Laz. Where's the push? Laz healthy again. Campy, though, overextended. Kind of weak.
So much damage on both sides.
404 is weak. And Yite with the flank. He's going to hit the one shot.
Almost dying there. Summer survived it for so long.
Wow. Tiger just 3 kills in a row instantly.
That was a
Uber
really
popped first.
By
Oh, 60 health on Slimnish. Is he going to die? No, he gets... Sandblast trying to get this force. Beefing.
Beef
he did 8 damage total in 5 shots on 404. Purple with that chase goes fast. Doesn't allow him to escape.
Really smart to stay on top of that though. Going for the medic.
Swift, yeah, it's just that's happened a few times where it's just like they look like Fate looks like they're in a good position, and then something like just they let Tiger or something get a few kills, and then it just turns the tide so quickly.
Well, what happened is that Sumnish had 20 HP, and he never died. He's been alive since then. Like Sumnish baited 3 people in front. The bombs from High Five and the damage from Delpo came in, and then Tiger just held W and just got like a 3k and then gets traded off.
Yeah, so you're playing Pug Champ and pregame ended it stayed in pregame.
Uber is in.
I don't know. That's happened before. I don't know how to fix that.
Go down a little bit late.
Still some stickies on point.
But he dies.
One thing about Campy on this this point, he always puts stickies in the cone.
Yeah.
Right now it's a 3 versus 2, and Tambo's just gonna get capped on.
Yep.
Their heavy should not be dying there. That was a problem. I think he failed to get back in spawn.
He definitely got caught on way too overextended. He should have either. I don't know if he had 450, but he should have just.
That's 4-2. Swift in the lead. But your prediction is still possible. The 5-4.
Yeah, it's still possible. Delpo taking the early damage from Campy. I think they might have traded off.
Ooh, yeah, Delpo catches an arrow though. 4-4 weak. Oh, Campy's aggression hits Tiger too.
Damage, but Delpo's also doing a lot of damage in the valley as well. Spam pipes in valley. Oh my god, please.
Campy now somehow alone in mid. Everyone on his team retreated into valley. Delpo's trying to lock them out.
They need to play together. Just play together, play position, play heal.
Oh. It's still even numbers. Actually, Faint with the number advantage. They should take this. Delpo caught in. It's only Tiger and 4-4. Tambo on the chase. They should get second off this. Tambo in the fight against Tiger. Tiger committing to it. Where's his team? Where? They're stacking middle?
Why are they stacking mid? They should be pushing that based off of momentum. There's no reason to stack with like only that.
They even could have just not capped at all and just kept going because their spawners could come in and cap that.
Yeah,
the important thing there is positioning, and capitalizing on that small window of time they have with the number advantage before the spawns from Svift get in.
Yeah, and then Campy would just like lock out the forward spawn, and then Tambo would deal with it, whatever's in. But Tambo is on spy, so that's what we can do.
All right.
The thing with these plays, like these off-class plays, like spy and sniper, is that it does shave off a lot of time, and so they need to be desperate for this to work. Otherwise, it could.
17 minutes is what they had to work with at the beginning of this. Tambo gets in. They're calling spy already, so Tambo might be upset about that. What they need to do, I think, is have Laz. They need to have Laz fake a bomb right now, and they're checking for the spy.
Oh my god! If I was Tambo, I'd be shitting myself right now.
Yeah, they're looking for him pretty hard right now.
He's about to die.
Sandblast 6 damage. Here he comes, and 4-4 is just giving him the S hold.
At that point, I would have just tried to revolver him down. Like, it's already obvious.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
why
true.
these guys aren't doing it. Like he knows I'm there. I might as well just try to 3-shot.
Garbuglio in, going for the counter sack, but he's gonna instantly die. Tiger in the cafe. Laz unable to punish him. But Garbuglio down. Tambo spawning in 3. Looks like Sandblast trying to get aggressive. He's moving through cafe. Gonna be pushing into Delpo though. And here he comes. I think they're going for an exchange, possibly?
Ooh, please don't, because Delpo was about to destroy them right then and there.
Yeah. So, no openings. They're just looking for some way to break this hold. And we have a pause.
Wonder who lagged out. But this game is, I'm not gonna lie, this game is rather slow paced right now. In the first half, it was quite like fast paced. Like the rounds were going by like maybe 1 or 2 minutes, but
a couple of them.
And then it started like stalemating out pretty hard right now. What I'm noticing a lot is that neither demos are actually like, I don't know. I feel like they're not effectively locking out much ground.
Okay.
Yeah, noticing like there's a lot of just free entry.
Laz flies in.
Double air shot by Delpo.
Gets piped. Ooh, Yite also dying. Purple going down. $2. Apparently they're keeping tally of number of times they air shot each other. High five in on top of May. Hits one rocket. May does pop. Tambo though gets dropped.
Yep.
Not a good outcome. Delpo jumping in.
Huge
That's such a strange decision. I'm not sure if it's the right one, but it's going to create enough chaos. But Sandblast is going to get caught in cafe. But both scouts plowing forward, but baited into Laz. Laz hitting some fat rockets. And they're going to get both scouts in return. It's a 3 versus 4 right now. Feint chasing into mid. Laz going to cut off the exit. Fat rockets absolutely destroying the world. And Laz fucks them. That was insanity.
Yeah, and they have to roll off this though.
Slemnish, desperation sniper right now. He's going to go for a push. He's going to come up onto bats. They should be pressuring forward. They don't need to stack this yet again. Oh my goodness. There was a fraction of a second. If he had an aimbot, that medic would be dead. But let's see if Feint can close this one out with this big of an advantage. 80% advantage.
They have to win the super push.
Yep, they need this round. There's sticks on the point. There's a heavy on the point. One thing I don't like from Garbuglio is he's been dying on heavy in the open. I think he should be just trying to escape. I don't know. He seems so committed to just accepting his fate.
Oh my God.
Campy got headshot, but Laz is in deep yet again. Oh, Tambo gets a kill on 4-4. I think this is going to go for Feint as long as they play heals.
Reload stickies, please, Campy.
High five goes down. Sandblast going to clean up on Tiger. Slemnish needs to go God mode. He hits the shots. He's hitting them. The spawner comes up from Garbuglio. May's on the cap.
Oh, wow. That's insane.
That was just a fraction of a second. Garbuglio not quick enough to get there. And it's 3-3 now. There was a pause. Laz was lagging after unleashing. Actually, oh, sorry. It's 4-3. Sorry. Not 3-3. 4-3. So Feint needed that round. They need to bring it back. One more.
For sure.
Laz is very aggressive, putting some early pressure onto Delpo, but he slips, falls a bit forward.
He gets arrowed by May, and now he will be retaking the high ground.
Delpo's still so weak.
Really good damage.
4-4 weak as well. Laz caught in cafe. He's going to die. They need to leave.
I don't agree with that. Why
See, it should have been called. Tambo should have called that there was a soldier there from Garbuglio who killed him. So he should not have tried to go in there. I think following up on the damage onto 4-4 would have been the better choice, or onto Delpo.
Because there was a scout that was also 30 HP right next to it.
But this is not looking good for Feint as they're now holding their own last against Svift. Svift has had a little bit more success closing out these rounds whenever they get in this position. So I'm not feeling good for Feint right now.
Me neither. I feel like right now they're at the back foot. They are still down 1 round. I'm not too sure how much time is left, but
About 10 minutes right now.
okay. Seems about right.
Yep.
So, yeah, they need to within the next 5 minutes. They need to try and do something to like get even.
Svift does have a European, so they could just decide to park the bus right here, force Feint to take an aggressive risk, and just win off that. Because Feint needs to get from their last to the enemy last. It has to happen, otherwise Svift will win this.
Yep, and
Yite, he beefs. He hits 0 damage on 4-4. 4-4's actually been doing quite well handling these sacks onto him. He's not been getting hit. He's been juking well. Tiger running in. Looks like it's just a sack play. Not being followed up by anybody, but incredible spam from Svift coming from upper. May not really getting touched though either. Just a sack on another sack, you know. They're stacking sacks, and here comes Tambo. Very late counter sack.
Yeah.
Hits the shot. Connect it. Oh,
wow.
Couldn't hit the air shot. Pretty hard shot to hit, admittedly, but if he would have hit that, he would have been the hero.
Oh yeah, for sure. Would have been a superhero.
And Slemnish dying. Tiger on sniper. Not sure if they're gonna have this information. They might peek into the sniper, and someone might get shot. But if they knew there was a sniper right now, I think they should be more aggressive. No scouts is a huge opening. Actually, Sandblast going for the exchange. Tiger does get a shot off. Is Sandblast tunneling this sniper?
Very strange target selection.
And now 4-4 is just going to pop.
4-4 has, like,
May slipping away. Oh, May slippery.
Oh, wow.
And High Five caught in.
Right,
High Five needs to die here, otherwise this is not going to be worth it.
That could have been really bad for Svift.
Yeah, but Sandblast caught behind. They know there's no scouts at last. I think Svift might just go forward. They're moving forward right now.
High Five's the only one.
High Five peeking and Tambo weak. If they push the shutter, they're going to get Campy. They're going to get Tambo. Purple with a huge bomb. Cuts off May's exit too.
And May dies.
And Tambo gets a pick though. Still holdable. Oh, nope, not holdable.
That's a GG.
20 health. Yite needs to hit 500 damage in the next 10 seconds and it's over. 5-3. Oh
Swift
no. Corsa predicted it right.
Corsa even messaged me on Steam. That's nutty.
Oh no.
Alright, let's pull up these stats.
We'll check these stats, yep. Alright. So the first match of the season goes the way of Swift NA.
So let's take a look here. So Tiger, 43 and 28. Top fragging in the server. And High Five with 14,000 damage, 273. Highest. Pretty good.
So High Five kept the damage up, and
Even
Tiger
KD
kept the
took
frags up.
Yeah, Delpa took less heals than Tiger and High Five. And Tiger and High Five
alright.
took the same heals.
Say it with
It's
me.
crazy.
Say it with me. Tiger. Ty. Say it with me. Ty.
No.
Fuck you.
I don't know. I just call him the Tiger.
Uh,
He's a little that's why.
Did Campy ever get back in the game?
He still went negative, 20 and 24.
Still went negatives. He stacked up another 9 deaths that half. Sandblast with 30 deaths. I feel like that's a lot of deaths. I don't know. I like Slemnish with the 21 deaths.
Yeah, not bad.
Delpo 15 and 29 and 15. It's a good solid KD.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you needed out of Campy that game.
Yeah, he definitely had a lot of high damage output, but like I feel like Campy was kind of struggling with the maybe the follow up and like just the Ubers, you know what I mean, like the transition Ubers and pushes.
I'd say damn, my favorite play from that match was definitely Laz with that 5K, but I was especially impressed by Purple and his ability to cut off the retreat of people. He'd punish people who were too slow to escape.
Just locking people out and just catching them at the end.
Yep. And then yeah, I don't know. Seems Feint Gaming still has some issues to work out. I thought that they would come in with the chemistry advantage, but it seems Swift actually trumped it with a little bit of more experience is what they bring to the table. And do you think High Five proved himself? What do you say?
High Five definitely did do a lot of damage. He had an even KD. I feel like there might have been some times where I feel like he could have lived a bit more. But I noticed like his rocket jumps look kind of sluggish, you know what I mean? I feel like that's maybe what it was. However, when he did bomb in, he had like really good Ubers and he was having just really good exchanges as well, getting deep and then hurting a lot of people at once. So that's like where I saw the root of his damage from.